The internet asks you random questions. Up since 5:30. Give me a break. I mean, you got half hour left on your day. You're almost there. Mad at my headset for being horrible? Of course it's horrible. It's rude. So the anonymous people on the internet sent me some fun little questions. I got quite a few to go through. I did go through a handful of them previously on stream, but I kind of forgot where that video ended up. So I'm just gonna redo them all. Starting from the very first one, which is, how tall are you? I am 6'1". How are you today? I'm doing all right, thank you for asking. What made you start VTubing? Oh, I was too lazy to keep doing makeup for flesh tubing. So I started using a Picrew as a PNG tuber without realizing what realizing what VTubing was. And then I switched over to a Vroid, and then I switched over to this. So that's fun. What is your zodiac sign? I think it's the one with the horns. If you know what I mean. I don't really believe in astrology, but I'm a Taurus. Did you get anxious being trans? Every goddamn day. Thoughts on Omegaverse? I find it can be very transgressive, or it can add a layer of heteronormativity to queer relationships, depending on the writer. Curious to hear what you think. I haven't actually read a whole lot from Omegaverse. I've only ever really... all I know about Omegaverse is from a Lindsay Ellis video. And she was pretty thorough with that. It sounds like you would probably agree with her video if you haven't already watched it. It's a pretty good one. And interesting. When is your birthday? May 1st? Ha! In a relationship? Yes, 8 years. Open. So, here's the thing. I am not looking for romantic connections. I'm looking to pound some ass. Just saying. What makes you happiest in life? That is a tough one. I would say a big part of that is, aside from my spouse, being able to provide the community I do and the connections I've been able to make. It's what keeps me going. I honestly don't have the words to properly convey how much the community I've built actually means to me. Next question, what's your dream sex scenario? I love these anonymous questions. They're just wholesome, horny, wholesome, horny, horny, wholesome, wholesome, horny. These are great. But dream sex scenario would probably be an orgy, because I've never done one of those. Especially if I get to film it. Would you change for someone else? None of my core tenets, but I can change behavioral habits to fit better with somebody. Your best friend? Ooh. That's a tricky one because I do have multiple people I consider to be best friends. I don't have one that stands out, aside from my spouse, which is because we've spent 8 years together. She honestly is my closest friend. You can have many best friends? That is true. Do you prefer doing...
Have I done a good job?
Oh my
Have
god.
I done a good job?
Thank you for the sub on YouTube. Those audios scare the fuck out of me. I'll just hope they don't keep happening. Yeah, right? It's like so loud. Do you prefer doing Fuda lewd images or female ones? How about for streaming? I wasn't expecting that sound. Me either. I'm pretty sure you could see me jump from that. As for the lewd images I do, I prefer to include trans people because, you know, I am one. I like to see my own self represented kind of thing. As for streaming, I don't know, I'd probably do the same for streaming if I were to actually stream working on that stuff. What's your opinion of people who talk a lot about their own hobbies on the first date? I would probably fuck them, honestly. Because if you're passionate about something and able to share that passion and able to talk about it in a surface level and engaging way, that can get me to take an interest in it too. And showing that you have an actual hobby makes me think you're an actual person that won't just, you know, ghost me after I finish pounding you. Because that actually happens. What lie do you tell most often? I'm doing alright, thanks for asking. How can I tell a boy that I love him? To quote the prophet, Patrick Starr, I love you. There is no proper way to actually tell somebody you love them. There's no right or wrong. You just say what's in your heart. Which phone was your first? I don't remember what exact make or model, but it was a Nokia flip phone. How fast do you forget people? I don't forget people. I've got a lot of friends that went offline forever. I miss them. What do you think about people who care too much about their image on social media? Yours was the Nokia brick. Ooh, Stan, that one was a sledgehammer. There is something to be said about caring about your image on social media, but there is a point where you don't want to focus too much on it. Like, you don't want to focus on, for me specifically, I do not focus on how many people are actually watching me right now. I am not watching my viewer counts. I'm thinking about what I want to say next. And the people that do focus, like, entirely on my view counts low, my engagement's low, maybe think about why. Are you putting out stuff that is grabbing or would generate attention? Is it just, I'm going live, check me out? If it's only, hey, I'm live, that doesn't really give people a reason to actually click on it and try and get to know you. I I'm gonna be honest, I'm pretty black-pilled about going live tweets. I only think this one worked for this stream specifically because I had my pinned tweet as announcing this. Yeah, you need to grab attention, sell yourself. Exactly. What is the most important thing? I'm gonna honestly go with social connection. If you can build up plenty of social connections with a lot of people, then it gives you so many reasons to keep going forward, keep doing your best, because all those people do want to see you do better. They want to see the best foot you can put forward. Current mood, crippling depression. The last song stuck in your head. I know a song that gets on everybody's nerves. Everybody's nerves. Everybody's nerves. I know a song that gets on everybody's nerves. And this is how it goes. Boom, boom. I know a song that gets on I'm not going to keep going. What was the highlight of the day? This is a song that never ends. I know that one too. John Jacob. There's actually quite a few that just endlessly go on loop. But highlight of the day. It's gotta be the stream. I've been looking forward to this for quite a while. Like, before I even knew what Koikatsu was, or knew that I was actually going to have this model, I knew I wanted to have a model better than a standard Vroid. But I really couldn't make that jump. And then I finally did. Ooh, unironically, Rhea, I love that song. I'm never going to run around, hurt you. What is making life so hard for you recently? This was from 2 months ago, so if I remember back correctly, capitalism. When did you last have a really good day, and what did you do? Honestly, the last time I visited my friends. It's always really nice to hang out with them, and when I get to spend time with my IRL friends, I get to decompress, I get to charge my social batteries. That's what I like to do. Every other weekend. Do you have any mixed feelings? If yes, what are they, and what are they about? That is so open-ended. I don't know. Mixed feelings, mixed feelings. I I don't know if it counts as a mixed feeling, but I guess it's at least a hot take. I don't block lolicons on Twitter. I prefer to leave them unblocked so they can see the shit I'm talking about them. I don't want to see that shit in public. Getting a lot of tells? I've been getting a handful. What was the last present you made someone? I can't remember which order I did it in, but I have made a few models for peeps. Hey Lucy, how you doing? I know, I love the new model too. It's great. Yes, I made the last few models I made, which were I did some editing on a model for Erin. I was happy to use or to make that. I made one for Mrs. Mummy. I made one for Zip Master. I made one for Digital Vibes, Felicity, Felicity Hayami. I gotta use their models more. Put away the border guard? That's good. Heh Lucy, all I need is a quick Katsu card. Looks like the last question I have. Did anything fun happen today? I don't know, this debute's kind of fun. Does that count?